students, I hope you all are doing well. In this section of my video, I'll be going through the topic of Fleming's left hand rule, which is from chapter number 13, Magnetic Effects of Current, class 10th. Now, let us go through first the concept of what Fleming's left hand rule is and what is its actual use. As we have just studied in the later section of our video, that whenever a current carrying conductor is kept in an external magnetic field, it will experience a force. How to calculate the direction of force? The direction of that particular force can be calculated by applying Fleming's left hand rule. Now, what is this Fleming's left hand rule? First, I'll demonstrate Fleming's left hand rule, then we'll go through it. As you all know, the statement says, if you stretch first finger, central finger and thumb of your left hand in mutually perpendicular directions, your first finger, central finger and thumb, all three are acting in mutually perpendicular directions in such a way that the first finger is representing the direction of field, the central finger is representing the direction of current, then the thumb will represent the direction of force experienced by the particular conductor. Now let us try to observe this with the help of a diagram. As the thumb is representing the direction of force, first finger and central finger. First finger gives the direction of magnetic field, this is the initial condition. Second finger gives the direction of electric current, second primary condition, and then that is after pointing your first finger and second finger in the given direction, whichever direction your thumb points, that particular direction will be the direction in which the given conductor will experience a force. As it is written, that thumb gives the direction of force experienced by this conductor. Now let us demonstrate this relation. Let us suppose that field is going inside me and the current is going upwards. So I'll point first finger towards me. As I said, the current is going upward. Keeping this first finger towards me, I will point the central finger or the second finger in upward direction. As you can observe, pointing the first finger towards me and the central finger in upward direction, you will observe that the thumb is pointing in this direction, which means any conductor when kept in such a condition will experience a force in this direction, that is towards my right. Let us go through another condition. This time let us suppose that the magnetic field is going inside this board and the current is going downwards. Since the magnetic field is going inside the board, I'll point my first finger towards the board. Now current is going downwards. Pointing the first finger towards the board, I'll point my second finger in downward direction. As you can observe that keeping these two primary conditions, my thumb is pointing in this direction, which implies that this conductor or any conductor placed here in such a condition will experience a force in left direction. So this is the way we can apply Fleming's left hand rule. I'll again repeat, Fleming's left hand rule can be used to calculate or to measure and observe the direction of force experienced by a current carrying conductor when kept in an external magnetic field. So this was the basic concept of Fleming's left hand rule. I hope you have understood this topic well. Thank you.